Hi, I'm Alan Finger. I've been teaching yoga for over 38 years, and I'm the founder of Yoga Zone. I have selected some of my top instructors to teach you yoga routines that are suitable for all fitness levels. Today you will discover the healing benefits of yoga as Senior Yoga Zone instructor Charles Matkin leads you through a series that will relax and rejuvenate you on every level. We're about to begin, so clear some space and get ready for the workout that will change your life.
Welcome to Yoga Zone. My name is Charles Matkin. This is Gene Kerner, and we're both senior teachers together at the Yoga Zone. We're at the Grand Lido San Souci on the sun-drenched beaches of Jamaica. Many people come to yoga for healing. Life, it doesn't matter where you live, is stressful. I live in New York City, so let's talk about stress, okay? Stress gets locked inside your body and inhibits your body's ability to heal. Yoga is a process of systematically removing that stress and toxins so you can unlock the potential healing powers of your body and your mind. Let's get started just warming up and bringing you into a nice place with your body. Draw the shoulders up, back, and down to release tension. Again, rising up, back, and down. Third time, up, back, and down. The other direction, rolling forward. Again, don't get stiff, get a little fluid, and wake up all those muscles. Let's move up into the neck where a lot of tension gets stored. Reach your right hand away from you with your fingertips on the floor and take the middle finger of your left hand into the center of your far ear. Holding the head gently, let both shoulders drop and let the weight of that arm bring your neck across. Notice Jean's not pulling on her neck or she'd have a grimace on her face. She's smiling, she looks gorgeous, and she's reaching through her fingertips to increase that stretch right up the side of her body. Perfect. Slowly release some of that tension, rising up, and bring that hand down to the floor. Switching sides, feels good, right? Drawing up, bring your middle finger to the center of your ear, let the weight of that arm bring your head down. How often do you give yourself time to just pamper yourself, to come focusing back on yourself and to let go of that tension and stress you know blocks into you every day? Here it is. So relax and enjoy. Releasing that arm and feel the difference in your neck and shoulders. Bring your hands forward on the floor. This is when next pose is kind of groovy. It's called cat pose. You might have seen cats doing this shape in your house. Inhale, arching the back, opening up the chest. Exhale, rounding, looking to your belly button. There's the neck again. Inhale, arching the hips, opening, chest opening. Exhale, that's it. All the air out. Inhale again, opening your chest. Exhale, rounding, a little different. Start sitting back towards your heels for what's known as cat seal, because you're sealing out all the air and tension. Reach your hands forward. Feel the weight of your hips on your heels if you can. Eventually releasing your head and neck towards the floor. You might not have known that tension was there. Inhale, rising up onto your hands and knees, and gently come onto your back. Jean's going to demonstrate this posture so I can really show you the intricacy that she's working with here. As she lays on her back, she's going to work on strengthening her abdomen. What does that have to do with healing? Well, if you're not strong, stress affects you much more. So let's work on the core. Take a deep inhale, and on the exhale, arms level to the floor, working your core abdominal muscles, feeling strong. Take an inhale here, and exhale, lower down to the floor. Inhale again. Exhale, drawing in. Inhale. Exhale, relaxing down onto the floor. Don't get toxic and tight. Inhale and exhale. Feel calm and strong. Holding this shape, we'll go from the other side of those abdominal muscles. Lifting the legs in the air requires a deeper strength, pointing the feet up into the air and drawing the hips towards you on an exhale. That's a lot of strength. Nice, Jean. Slowly lower your legs back down, bending your knees, feet to the floor, relaxing onto the ground. One more time. Exhale, drawing in like you're drawing those muscles, focusing in on the center of your body, and draw your legs and hips especially towards you to feel that strength. Lower those legs back down onto the floor. Now let's work with our little mobility in the pelvis with a clock. So tip your hips towards you, lifting your hips off the floor and your back onto the floor. Let's call this 12 o'clock of a clock. Rolling around to 3 o'clock, rolling down, tilting your hips away from you to 6, across to 9, towards you to 12. Reversing that direction, counterclockwise. 9, rolling down to 6, to 3, and to 12. Can you feel those little muscles that rarely get used? Without the ability to move in an area, stress gets locked in and blood and fresh energy doesn't come into those places. That's important for healing. Next pose, we're going to get a little more strength and a different type of mobility in the hips. Inhale, hips rising for what's called as a moving bridge pose, arms over your head. Exhale, lower your legs and your hips to the floor. Inhale, arms rising, hips lifting. Exhale, lowering down. Notice Jean's rhythm she's moving at. It's moved by the breath. Inhale with the breath. Exhale. Beautiful. Jean's a great demonstrator here. Next posture, we're going to come up to stand for another strengthening pose. Come up on your hands and knees and bring your right foot up to the front of your mat, keeping your knees hip distance apart. Put your hand on your thigh, tucking your back toes and straightening your back leg. If that feels like it's too much for you, set your back knee on the floor and just feel your torso rising. Again, this is a stretching and strengthening pose to increase your body's healing ability. Inhale, rising up with your arms and extend up. Beautiful. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Switching sides, stepping back and stepping up. Tuck the back toes and exhale, boldly straighten your back leg with a little power in your legs, raising up onto your thigh. You can still be working and feeling yourself in balance and all those muscles working, yet breathing, right? You don't want to get tight and you don't want to get all open. Feel that balance. Great. Jean's going to raise her arms up into the pose because she's having fun. Feels good. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Next posture. Let's come back to two poses we worked on earlier. Cat and cat seal. On an inhale cat pose, notice how Jean's shoulders come back and her sit bones tip up into the air, drawing the spine into the body. That's an important motion. Exhale, rounding, head drops down as she sits back towards her heels, lengthening and stretching the spine in its opposite complementary direction. Inhale, rising up, arching. Watch Jean. Exhale. Now feel your breath take you back into that shape. Inhale, feel the breath rise you up like you're getting lighter. And exhale again. That's nice. Sitting back. Inhaling again, opening. Exhale, sitting back, pressing back, extending through your arms. Inhale, rising back up. Keep this nice little vinyasa of wonderfully feeling poses through the break. Keep the breath leading you. We'll see you shortly.
Starting yoga, your mind can easily be distracted, but with time and practice, it will become more disciplined.
welcome back to Yoga Zone. My name's Charles, this is Jean, and we're on the beach at the Grand Lido Sans Souci in Jamaica. We're doing yoga to promote health and the healing capabilities of the body. Let's continue with this next posture. Slowly come up to stand. Be mindful of where you place your feet. Get them right together. Straighten your legs without hyperextending your knees if they have that ability. Come so your legs are long and you feel a toned support rising up through your body. Exhaling here. Inhale, spiraling your arms out and up, palms to touch. Exhale, diving. Watch your thumbs out the corners of your eyes as you dive all the way down. Inhale, diving back up, palms up to touch. And exhale, bend your knees if this feels funny on your lower back. Inhale, rising up, palms to touch. Exhale, again, diving. Get into the breath and feel support on your body. Inhale, rising up. And bring your hands down to your sides. Place your palms behind you with the fingertips on your lower back. And we'll do what's called a standing camel pose because you're drawing your spine into your body and opening up the spine. Jean is not sinking into her lower back, not so great for the body, but she's extending, opening, and even if you just go up, you don't need to go back to get a little stretch in your spine. One more deep inhale here, rising back up. This is to promote health and healing and bring motion into areas that don't necessarily get open during your day. Let's go into a standing forward bend now, like we were doing in the flowing sun breath. This time I want you to bend your knees, roll forward, rolling down, come out over your thighs, but I want you to get your legs and your chest as close together as you can, even your chest touching your thighs as your hands press the floor. Bend your knees as much as you need to get that going, and then slowly start to straighten your legs. This pose you will feel in the backs of your legs if you're human. If you're not, maybe not. But really, I want more strength in your legs as the backs of the legs let go, and that's a conscious stretch, not just flopping forward or pushing. One more deep inhale here, and a deep exhale. Slowly now, come to sit down onto the floor. Straighten your legs out in front of you. And slowly bend your knees, put the soles of your feet together for what's called bound angular pose. The angles of your legs increase as the flexibility in your hips increases. So Jean's quite open, her knees are going to the floor. I'm going to sit up tall instead of rounding my back and letting my knees come down. I'll sit up and then start to work my knees out. Not feeling like I have to get them to the ground to get a stretch, but more press the heels together and lengthen the knees out to the sides of the room. Keep breathing. Your vibe is so important in yoga because it's how you interact with yourself. You're not competing against other people like in an organized sport. Sit up tall, pressing your heels together, and coming out of this pose. Lay onto your back, come up to the front of your space, of your mat, and lay onto your back, hugging your right knee into your chest and straightening your left leg along the floor. Use this leg along the floor, nice Jean, use that leg there to get stable. Interlace your hands behind your knee and slowly press that foot up into the air. Bend the other leg a little bit, that's your left leg. Draw the leg a little closer towards you and then press through the heel, straightening that leg to get the base support for the stretch to be safe. Once you inhale, exhale, draw the leg a little closer to you. Don't wince, don't grimace in your face. Move into that stress and tension because it's healing you want to promote, not more stress. It's a subtle change, but if you do this with the intention to relax, you will. If you do this with the intention to just keep pushing through your day, you'll just continue that right on into the rest of your day. Stretching out here until you feel things nice and toned and released, and switching sides. Lower that leg to the floor and hug the other knee to your chest. Once you've hugged that knee in and you feel the other leg straight and long and strong, interlace your hands behind that thigh and watch your foot as it reaches up. Open your toes. How much awareness is in that foot in the air? Is it just kind of there? Get into it. Become fascinated with what your body's doing. Again, bend the other leg on the ground, and once you feel that stretch increase a little, re-ground your hips by straightening that leg along the floor. You should feel this right at the base of your hamstring. Stretching through the leg. Gene's going a little bit deeper into this pose. Don't go further onto one side than the other just because it's open. We're looking for balance here. Once you feel pretty stretched out, and now Gene's a senior yoga teacher, so you know, come on, don't compare yourself. Just go to where you feel comfortable. Releasing that leg down to the floor. Bend your knees and bring your knees up and feet on the floor. This next posture, I'm going to set you up in it, and you're going to lay here for quite a while. At any point, if it becomes too difficult, I want you to just help the knees come back up together with your hands. Bring the soles of your feet together, and we're going to do a reclining variation of that same pose we were sitting up in. Holding this posture, turning your palms to face up, and feel your hips releasing on the floor. Healing. Getting out of your own way, meaning figure out what you're trying to do, go for it, and then let go at the same time, so you're not just motivating yourself into a tight little ball. This is a very restorative, healing posture. Notice how Gene's legs are relaxing as they open, and any stored energy that's been held up in tension or stress is utilized back by the body. It's amazed how great you're going to feel after the class, after you've let go of all that stress. Hold this pose as long as you feel comfortable. We'll see you after the commercial break. At any point, bring your knees back up together and lower them back down to the ground. See you soon.
Yoga is not a goal-oriented pursuit. Enjoy the process.
Welcome back to Yoga Zone. My name is Charles, and lying next to me here in an amazingly restorative posture is Gene. Lying in this pose, believe it or not, restores the healing capabilities of your own body. Let's continue this into the next posture and right through to the end of the class. Slowly bring your hands under your thighs. If you've been lying here for a while, it's going to be a little bit creaky in your hips, so I want you to bring your knees back up using your arms mainly. A little bit of a tense new feeling in your hips is good, means they're opening. Bend your knees and bring your feet hip distance apart, a little wider. Let's go into the next posture. Inhale, the arms rising back to the same pose we did earlier, moving bridge. Exhale, lowering the hips back down as you breathe out. Inhale, rising up. This is about healing, so don't get tight. Relax. Arms down to your sides. Inhale, you can still feel strong, just don't get rigid. Exhale, bring your arms back down to your sides. Perfect. Slowly straighten your legs, roll to your right-hand side, and come up to sit. Once you're up to sit in any comfortable cross-legged position, I'm going to come in a more easy variation with my heels under my shins, and Jean's going to sit what feels comfortable for her. Close your eyes and let's go to a deeper level of healing. Imagine a white light in your heart. Just use your imagination to sense a light. Inhale, lifting this light up to the top of your head, bringing any tension with it. And exhale, let it go. Redefine healing for yourself. It's not just a pill. Bringing your mind and body together with yoga allows the healing to come from the inside out. My name is Charles. Thanks for joining us now on Yoga Zone.